How you doing, man? MMAweekly.com, Damon Martin here with Sugar Rashad Evans at the UFC Open Workouts. Rashad, huge opportunity for you this weekend. I mean, when you started Ultimate Fighter Season 2, did you ever imagine you'd be on Fox TV fighting?
Nah, you know what? I didn't even imagine I'd be in the sport. Dana White very much. He wanted to kick me off right away, but I'm glad I worked my way up and see where I am right now.
You and Dana have had kind of a up and down relationship over the years, but to hear him say recently, you win this fight, you are guaranteed to get Jon Jones, hopefully in Atlanta. Does that put any extra pressure on this fight? Is it a relief to know that if you win, that's what's next? I mean, how does that affect you?
It don't affect me at all, man. It's not like it's the first time I've been promised to get a title shot. You know, I've been promised a lot, so you know, I just want to go in there and fight hard for the UFC. And you know, if the stars align and I get a title shot, then great. You know, I think the UFC has been doing what they got to do to put fights together in my you know, when I couldn't make it and when I was injured, so I can't be mad at them for doing what they got to do. But at the same time, I can't look ahead to what might happen. I got to stay focused on what I have in front of me.
I know you know when you had that layoff, when you were waiting for the title shot, and everything. I mean, and you said when you came back, you're done waiting. That's it. So is that the mindset now? It's more about just fighting, and you know, obviously the title shot's what you want, but that's not the focus.
Yeah, it's just about fighting, man. I think that eventually, you know, if I keep winning, and I'm pretty sure I will, that I'll get my title shot. You know, I can't be worried about the title shot. I think that it's going to happen, but I just want to fight.
Phil Davis is a young guy. We haven't seen him in almost a year. We know his background is wrestling. Your background is wrestling. I mentioned that you said you were a better wrestler than him, and his response was 48 wins in college, over 100 wins in college. That's all he would say. But in realistic, we know MMA wrestling is different than collegiate wrestling.
Right.
How do you think you match up with him in MMA wrestling?
MMA wrestling, I'm better than MMA wrestling. He knows that, and I know that. You know, go back and look at the tape, look at the takedowns that I have over him. Look at the quality of takedowns that I have versus the ones that he has. I mean, you can win a couple tournaments in college, and you know, but that don't mean he's a better wrestler. He ain't never wrestled me. I guarantee if we wrestled, I'll beat him in a wrestling match. I guarantee I'll beat him in a wrestling match. If we wrestle right now, I guarantee I'll beat Phil Davis in a wrestling match.
With that said, though, we know as an overall fighter, you've had more experience. I mean, you've been in those bad positions. You've had a loss. You know, you've bounced back from that. How much does that play into a fight like this? You mentioned to me before, you know, what happens when the takedown doesn't work for Phil? What happens, you know, when he gets put in those bad positions? We haven't seen him in those positions. How much does your experience help you in a fight like this?
It helps me a lot. You know, it helps me a whole lot because when you get in a position, you're in a fight and you get rocked, and then you don't panic or you're not crazy. I mean, those are all the things that happen, you know, that you have to deal with. Being in a big fight where you're fighting a big name guy and he's supposed to win, you come in as underdog. Those are all things that give you character and it kind of adds to the fighter that you are. And not a lot of fighters can stay on that stage.
Last question, the only question I'll ask you about Jon Jones. He made his prediction. He wants you to win this fight. So he says, he wants you to win this fight. Do you believe he wants you to win this fight? Do you believe he wants that fight to happen? And if he comes in the cage after your fight, are you ready for that kind of confrontation if it happens?
Yeah, I believe he wants the fight to happen. I mean, I believe he wants me to win the fight. He wants to get it over with as much as I do. He's probably tired of people talking about Rashad Evans. He can't go nowhere without people talking about me. So I'm sure he wants to get it over with just as much as I do. He stepped into the cage. I won't say nothing stupid like, "You're ruining my night. You're ruining my special night, Jon." I won't say that. I'm not going to say that. That's immature. That's childish. So I'm not going to say it.
Thanks, Rashad.